Like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, told him I'ma hit it out the stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Do I got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride till the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rap on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told them don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making hits, dog, like I'm in a big league.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, man. Me and Gio, we're your hosts, Batman2423 and GOT on TDPHINSTALK for episode 2 of Miami Sports Fanatics show. So we're going to get into it, man. We got a lot of news, even breaking news that just happened about an hour, or not even an hour ago, maybe about 15, 20 minutes ago. So Gio, man, talk to us, man. You know, before we get into that, you know, what's up with this craziness that we're getting all of this all of a sudden? What's going on?
Man, before we get into it, guys, smash that like button for TD. You know, it helps the algorithm. It helps everybody watch this show. YouTube definitely pushes it out there. You know, when we get a whole ton of likes here. So please, everybody, smash that like button for this segment specifically and subscribe if you haven't yet to the channel. We got a lot to unpack here. I know TD already basically, you know, broke some news here in the last hour and a half. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, you know. It's exciting. I mean, Wes Welker. Yep, Miami Sports Fanatics show also, guys. If you can subscribe there, that'll be great. Help us out. I mean, we're at 328 subscribers. We're trying to get to 375. If we could get to 375 today, it'll be phenomenal. It won't be done without your guys' help here listening to the show. So please smash that like button and go over to Miami Sports Fanatics show. Once TD drops that link in the chat room, just go ahead, click on it, support some brothers out here, man.
Hold on, basically, but let me say this though, because I think you actually sold us short there. I say you wanted to get 375 by the end of the night, and listen, I mean, we got a little incentive. We got a little incentive for the listeners out there that are watching right now live. I know right now we got about 78 in the room watching live, so we got an incentive. So pretty much on Saturdays, me and Gio, we host this Fins wheel. That it's, you know, got prizes. No matter what, you know, you do a donation, you got a spin. But we're gonna waive that donation today. So how about this? if we get to 400 subscribers by the end of the night, or at whatever point during our show we get to 400 subscribers on Miami Sports Fanatics show, we're gonna spin the Wheel of Fins. All right, we're gonna do it live, and there's many prizes. No matter what, you're gonna get a prize. All right, so it's on the house. Basically, we just got to get to 400 subscribers. We're going to spin this wheel. We're going to get that party started. So, hey, if you guys know, whenever TD puts that link, go over to Miami Sports Fanatics Show, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be keeping updated throughout the day. If anybody in the comment section is keeping up from our followers, keep posting up the, how many, as far as the countdown, how many we're getting.
The subscriber count.
The subscriber count. Once we get to 400, we're going to spin this beautiful wheel, and then you're going to get something. So, we're going to get your info. We're going to send that out to you. So some lucky subscriber is going to get it. We're going to pick a lucky subscriber that's on here, and boom, you're going to get something from us, So sorry about that, Gio. Let's start us off.
Nah, you're good, man. TD's dropped the link in the comment section. So guys, help us out. There's 78, 82 people right now watching. Help us out. Let's get to that goal. I was shooting low, I guess. I'm trying to be realistic, because you don't have to. If you like what you hear from us, that's basically what we do on our show too. And like Batman was saying, that's from our happy hour Saturday night show, Wheel of Fins, that we like to do. It's fun, man. It's one of those days we can unwind after a long week. And, it is what it is. If you guys are on the Facebook and Twitter side, please jump over to the YouTube side of it. It helps us out. Smash that like button. Subscribe, help our show out, help TD's show out as well. Without further ado, let's get into it, man. First and foremost, I gotta say this. I mentioned it last week on last week's episode on Thursday. I'm glad that I have been the conductor of the McDaniel train, because nothing more has made me happy to finally get this guy here. Now it's time to prove it. Now it's time to show it. Now it's time to, like he said, teach Tua Tagovailoa to get better. And he believes in Tua's ambition to be great. So, let's see it. It's time to see it. Let's see if it happens. Only time will tell. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right. So Wes Welker back in Miami. How does everybody feel about that, man?
I love it, man. At the end of the day, when I heard the rumor throughout the day today, the first person I thought about was Jalen Waddle, and the help that he can receive from the knowledge. Obviously, he's been coaching for about 3 to 4 years, right? And at the end of the day, the knowledge that this man can instill into Jalen Waddle in the slot it's remarkable. And it's the first person that I thought about when the news officially broke, because Armando Salguero, obviously he broke it earlier, and it was all speculation, but it literally just broke, maybe 20, 30 minutes ago. So, Gio, what do you think about that?
I love it, man. We get Wes back in the building. I'm sure Wes is happy about that. It's going to be huge for our receivers. I'm thinking of not only Jalen Waddle, I'm thinking of Lynn Bowden too. That guy's another guy that could benefit huge from this move. Whoever else we bring in, but Lynn Bowden, man, listen, I don't know how everybody else thinks about him, but I feel like that's another Jarvis Landry mode type receiver right there. That guy can move the sticks.
And he can do a lot. He can do a lot more than Jarvis. I know Jarvis has a lot of hype, but
I don't know about a lot more than Jarvis. He still hasn't shown that much. But
right,
from what we've seen in spurts, definitely can become that type of receiver. So I love it.
It's funny you say that, because when we got Mike McDaniel, it's gonna take me. I call him Mickey D's. I gotta get used to the name. So when we got him, everybody was like, oh man, Jalen Waddle. Just think about the stuff that he did with Deebo Samuel in San Francisco. What he's gonna do with Jalen. I'm thinking to myself, Jalen is good, and I think Jalen can be. Who was it that said it? He was gonna be a top 10 receiver. I think it was one of the Baltimore corners. I think it was Humphrey. I'm trying to remember the top of my head. After
Yeah,
the
I
game.
think it was Marlon Humphreys.
So my thing is, when we got him, your boy that you just mentioned, Lynn Bowden, I thought about
Right.
he can be that Debo because this guy literally can be a running back. You could line him up, in a 5 wide receiver set. You could put him at back, right behind Tua. You can work him in so many different areas. And I mean, Waddle, we know we can, but you don't want to risk injury basically doing that with Waddle, making him go all the place. But if Lynn Bowden, once he gets, this offensive gets a hold of him, and I know he took a year off, um, and people forget about him. So I like that you brought that up. I like that you brought that up.
100%. Not only that, Batman, but we have been talking for the last year, almost 2 years, about separation. And Wes Welker can definitely help out big time when it comes to separation, reading zones, defenses, route running. I can't wait for that. But I do want to say Deebo Samuel, because I know you mentioned Deebo Samuel and Waddle. I think you meant it more as in the speed, and the mass. But Deebo is bigger. Deebo is bigger. I think what Deebo was able to do was a lot more due to his physicality as well. But Waddle can be used in a similar role. Maybe not get same production, 8 rushing touchdowns, but he can still make things happen. He gets great yard after catch, great route running ability. He is a little bit on the smaller side, but his speed, it's definitely, I would say a lot faster. Not a lot faster, but a bit faster than Deebo. But I get what you were trying to say. I'm excited nonetheless. I know McDaniel is going to definitely try and get Waddle in that same, concept. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for him, Lynn Bowden, whatever other receiver we bring here. I'm excited for it.
Of Cordell Patterson too coming over here, who has been rumored last 48 hours as well.
You know how I feel about rumors, man. Unless I see an actual article from the Dolphins or something like that, I don't want to get too into the weeds because there's also rumors of a whole bunch of other things, like one of them that I know we want to talk about, that Gerald Alexander rumor from yesterday. I'm going to let you go into it here a little bit, and then we'll dissect it a little bit.
A little bit into it. Obviously I had heard through Twitter of this rumor basically going around that with Gerald Alexander, obviously he went. We all know that he went to Jacksonville to go in for the defensive coordinator position, and unfortunately, obviously they ended up picking. I think it was I forgot. It's a Caldwell. I don't know if it's Mike Caldwell. Ended up going a different route. My thing is though, recently in the last maybe hour roughly, the breaking news: Omar Kelly, Sun Sentinel reported that he's been fired from the Miami Dolphins for whatever reason. Now, obviously, there's an article that we wanted to look into as far as there's reasoning around it. But before we get into that, there was speculation that something about his wife, basically on Twitter, whether it was by mistake or not, Gerald Alexander, I'm referring to, put out something that she was basically alleging that the reason why the Dolphins went on that run, because obviously me and Gio, from the minute the Dolphins were going on that that win streak, Gio, he noticed something that Flo basically picked up the play calling sheet again, because in the first 7 games he didn't have a play sheet in front of his hand. So clearly there was a different swing of things, and there was a different momentum. There was a difference, and we all figured it was all to tell that Flores took over the defense. Now, apparently, she's claiming that Gerald Alexander was actually the reason, because he's the one that took over the defensive play calling duties. Now, whether that's just something to pump her husband up so he can get a job, whether it's to downplay Flores some more, we don't know. It's all speculation. At the end of the day, it's Twitter talk, right? Obviously, it got deleted. Things like that. When for whatever reason, I'm sure somebody in her team was like, "You got to take that down," for whatever reason. So, now that happened in the last 30 hours roughly, and then boom, Gerald Alexander was fired from the Miami Dolphins. And what's interesting about that is that me and Gio were talking about this. I'm really supportive of the idea of bringing in a veteran defensive coordinator, right, to pair with Mike McDaniel.
You
But
already know what I think of that.
I mean, that's literally 100% of the fan base. That's what they're looking at, right? And but I really like the what Gerald Alexander was able to do with the safeties on this team, with Javon Holland, with Brandon Jones, obviously Xavier Howard, Byron Jones. Their play and with how high they speak of him motivated me to say maybe I want to back out from that conversation and actually, why don't we give this guy a shot? If these rumors are true, why not give this guy a shot at defensive coordinator? So that's what I was thinking about this the whole day today, and boom, we get this news that he got fired. So we can speculate, we can guess, we can see if it maybe the Dolphins were mad that he took an interview, but I can't blame him. I would have done the same if he thinks his job is in the air and he has a chance to go get a job somewhere else, and especially in the state of Florida. Why not take it? I would have done the same thing. So I don't know if it was a backlash from Miami, or Miami maybe is 100% certain that they know their guy, if it is Vic Fangio. So I don't know. What do you think, Gio?
Man, first and foremost, let me piggyback a little bit on what you were saying. If there's any merit to that speculation, which I don't think there really is, because if there was, why did Josh Boyer get ripped in that Tennessee Titans game? If in fact Josh Boyer was the one calling, if Gerald Alexander was the one calling plays, why is it that Josh Boyer in that Tennessee Titans game is the one getting ripped on the sideline when he has the play sheet? So what's going on? Like, is there too much collaboration here? Is there too many cooks in the kitchen? And Josh Boyer was the scapegoat? Because if it's Gerald Alexander, then Gerald Alexander should have been getting ripped on the sideline, and I don't even think he was on the sideline. And if he was, let me know, but I don't think he was on the sideline. So that is interesting. If that's the case, that's why I don't listen. This is why we can't say stuff where we are trying to act like it's exactly what's happening, because that's not what we saw during the games. That's not what the reactions were on the sideline, and it's not what we've been seeing throughout the whole year, where it's Boyer and Flores in the sideline making the decisions. Flores at times, no play sheet at the hands. Sometimes walking up and down the sidelines, and you see Boyer in the headset with the play sheet. And then you see Flores with the play sheet. And Boyer kind of taking a step back. So we really don't know. At the end of the day, he's not here. He's gotten fired. Mike McDaniel has every right to build his own staff. I would hope so, with the bottom of my heart, because it works. I look at Sean McVay, LaFleur, all these first-time offensive-minded coaches that are really trying to do stuff. They want to focus on one side of the football, but at the same time, they bring some veteran leadership or veteran experience to the other side of the football, like, in this case, defensive coordinator. I would love to see Vic Fangio. Another name I've been throwing out there is Jim Schwartz. He's not a bad candidate. Vic Fangio, I think, definitely is a little similar to what we've been doing these last few years. So, I mean, he could pick up from where we left off and go from there. Maybe sprinkle in a few differences. But Vic Fangio, I've been on that. I've also been the conductor of that Vic Fangio train for the last few weeks before it started coming out anywhere. So, I mean, call me Mr. Choo Choo. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Guys, we're almost there at our goal. TD has dropped the link down there below in the comment section. Please take a few seconds, man, and help us grow. Go subscribe to the channel. And if we reach 400 tonight, Batman said that he will go into the wheel of fins here, and someone will get a prize. Basically, anybody is going to qualify for a prize. If you're in the comment section, it doesn't matter, because I believe we're doing a what's it called? A questionnaire? No, not a questionnaire. Is that what we decided?
So once we reach 400, we are gonna ask a question related to the Miami Dolphins, and the first person to answer that question in the comment section live here on TD. TD will be able to review it. First person to put the answer in the comment section will be the one that will be spinning the wheel for.
That's right. That's right. So listen, it doesn't matter who it is. If you guys help us reach our goal, we'll go ahead and spin it. Ask a question. First one to answer, TD will pull them out here, and they'll win the first prize, whichever one it lands on that wheel of fins. Help us grow. Support the channel. Is Miami Sports Fanatics Show. If you're on the Facebook, Twitter side of things, please jump over here. Smash that like button. Help the YouTube algorithm spread this segment out there. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the TD channel, also please subscribe to TD's channel as well. Please help everyone grow. At the end of the day, it's like I've been saying for a few times already before here, no matter how many chefs there is in this Dolphins community, we all got different flavors. All right, so it's whichever one you like. You know, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're gonna give different spins to everything. I like to call myself Mr. Hopeful because I'm a Fanatics. At the end of the day, that's what Fanatics do, man. You know, no matter what happens, you know, call me blind for whatever reason, but I always hope for the best for our team. And jumping from that segment, I think this will be a great thing for Tua. Another thing I want to say by saying that is after this year, I think the excuses are out of the window. You got a coach that definitely wants to develop, coach Tua up, and also put him in position to succeed with what he does best. So if that's the case and that happens and we improve this offensive line, we get another receiver that can help us out, you know, give Waddle some more room to do his business, and then that other receiver to do some work as well. You know, get an improved run game. I'd like to keep Duke Johnson. I think he definitely showed that he's capable of staying with us for another year, and go draft another running back. You know, I'm definitely sold on Spiller or Kenneth Walker. Which other one it is, you know, I don't have a preference in either of those two, but whoever it is, I'm definitely sold on either one of those guys. So if that happens, this is the year to show you are either on the cusp of being elite or above average, you know, and we got to win more games. Our offense has to look way better than what we've been grading out these last 3 years. I mean, it just is what it is, guys. We got to be objective, but at the same time, hopeful. What do you think, Batman?
I mean, look, I know, look, as far as the Vic Fangio train conductors or whatever you want to call it. So when obviously the day that we won that game, that Sunday, our last home game, I remember, you know, I was driving to the game, and I told my girlfriend, I was like, you know, the same way that Tua gets a lot of flack as far as the Watson situation, you know, because obviously, you know, me and Gio, we've known about this internal. We don't want to get into the whole Flores stuff, but we've known about the internal issues that have not come out. Well, some of it has come out to light as far as the YouTube world, but there's a lot of stuff that we still know. We can't say. Obviously, you know, he's gone now, but we've known about the turmoil that's been happening within the team for a very long time, for about 5-6 months. But that being said, I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, you know, the same way that Tua's getting flack for Waddle, Flores should get flack too for being replaced for like either John Harbaugh. So, you know, lo and behold, obviously we won that game. He got fired the next day on Black Monday. And, you know, immediately the rumors started speculating that Harbaugh was the guy, because you don't just fire this guy right then and there unless there's something holding previous, which has come to light, since some of it has come to light. Obviously, you know, the Dolphins are they're gonna, you know, sugarcoat it and hide a lot of the stuff and say that it was internal stuff within coaching, but it's a lot more than that. It's very without saying too much, it's very dicey. It gets very tricky, and we can't say too much. It's unfortunate, but so yeah, John Harbaugh started speculating, and then obviously,
what's up, Larry?
What's going on, Larry? Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man. I know we haven't gotten to you guys yet, but we will.
We're going to. We're going
yeah,
to.
we will. So there was a lot of rumors of John Harbaugh right away that he was supposedly he was spotted in Davie, Florida, looking for real estate. Obviously, who doesn't want to live in Florida? So that's another thing. So all these rumors started coming out of John Harbaugh. So I was pushing this train. And I said by Monday, the following Monday, I said we should hear something about John Harbaugh. Obviously, we ended up going the Mike McDaniel as a hire, but I was looking at that press conference that we did today, right? And when Greer was talking, he said something along the lines, oh wow, breaking news: Dan Quinn wins Assistant Coach of the Year award. Wow, yeah, just breaking news. So I was basically just speculating and saying, when Greer said that they knew or he knew the direction they wanted to go in the coaching for a while, and basically it was Ross that said, let's look at every piece out there and let's take our time with it. That leads to me to believe that yes, the Miami Dolphins were looking at both of these guys, and I think Ross obviously wanted Harbaugh and Greer is the one that wanted McDaniel. Now obviously it's up until further reviewing, and obviously the 10-hour interview that he did probably blew them out of the water, and obviously that's after Harbaugh officially saying he was going to stay in Michigan. But I think it had a lot to play, and I think honestly, if Ross would have pressed more onto it, he could have gotten Harbaugh, but at the same time he didn't want to do Michigan dirty. But obviously, McDaniel is the right hire. I like to believe the hype, because right now Miami's on fire. Obviously you go to the corner and everyone's rocking their Miami Dolphin hats again. It's just crazy to me. So there's a lot of hype down here in Miami. Now my thing is, I said it. We said this on our show, Gio, right on Tuesday. I like the hire. I don't want to be sold on McDaniel yet, because I'm gonna judge him by what he does with his staff. If he's able to continue, because right now, we're gonna get into the other hire that he did, but Wes Welker, that's pretty good. But I want to see what he does, because I wanted a veteran special teams guy, which we didn't do. We stayed with what we had, and I wanted a veteran defensive coordinator. Those are the two things I wanted. Obviously he came out, and you were right, Gio. He's claiming that he's gonna run the offense, but then he backtracked it right after. He said, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in the offense, because he said he was gonna run the plays, but then he said, I'm gonna help out with the offense. So in reality,
so let's say how it was verbatim. Verbatimly, they asked him, will you be calling the plays? Yes, I will be calling the plays, with people's interjection also included. One thing that he said makes a great offensive play caller is to get everybody else's input and not be isolated. Personally, I think he was taking a dig at Adam Gase when Adam Gase was in the bench alone drawing up plays 50 feet away from everybody. There's no other coach I've ever seen or thought of, but Gase came to my head when Mike McDaniel mentioned a good offensive play caller doesn't isolate himself from everybody to draw up the plays. But I definitely love that he said he will be calling the plays, because that's what you expect from a proclaimed offensive guru, which, I'm not saying he's not. A lot of his past players have said nothing but great things about him. And the best thing is that it's not coming from Peyton Manning's mouth, right? That's one thing to remember, guys. Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, was it Kyle? I may butcher his name, man. Kyle. Kyle
Kuzma. He played for the Lakers. Yeah.
Not Kuzma. No. Kuschek. Whatever his name is. Kyle Kuschek. Whatever. Hey.
We get it.
Yeah, that guy. He also came out, our assistant head coach, Embry, apparently a great candidate there for assistant head coach, tight ends coach as well. So I'm excited. So far, we got a wide receivers coach, an offensive assistant coach, and tight ends coach. I definitely am waiting to hear who our offensive line coach is going to be. And I hope it's a combination of Vic Fangio and Munchak or whatever his name is, the offensive line coach for the Broncos. That'll be huge.
That'd
If
be
we
nice.
could get both those guys in a package, one's defensive coordinator, the other one's offensive lineman, we're cooking with gas, guys.
And at
That's
the same
definitely
time,
some
to
excitement.
touch on that, at the same time, I would love those two names are the names that I really like too. And but you know what? I know that he's a first time, he would be a first time hire, but even as an assistant offensive line coach, just bring him in the building. He's already in the building. Last year he was at practice. He came to what, 4 practices. Mike Pouncey. I know he has no experience. We're not saying we're gonna name him the offensive line coach, but if you compare him with a veteran that knows what they're doing, a coach that knows what he's doing, and you could have input. You know, you have 2 brains to help all these young second year. Potentially if we do draft, I hope we don't draft any more linemen. I want to get veterans now, but groom these guys. Pull, Mike Pouncey being able to get a Dieter and say, look, this is how you do it. Coming from a Pro Bowler, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to. At the end of the day, these guys all relied on Jesse Davis. He was your veteran, guy in the locker room, and and then on top of that, you have a young coach. Whether he had all this potential in the world, but if you're able to put in Mike Pouncey together with a good offensive head line coach, like Denver Broncos guys, like you said, you pair those 2 guys up to help this O line, the sky's the limit. That automatically is gonna make us like impressive. And look, you did mention. I wanted to say something about Vic Fangio because we've been talking about him for a minute, and right now all the hype is surrounding him. Everybody in the Twitter world is basically all we need now is Miami Dolphins announce Vic Fangio is gonna be the DC. That's what everybody's right now on Twitter world is hoping for. Just to let people know, Vic Fangio has been in the league, in the NFL for 33 years. Okay. He has 20 years of defensive coordinator experience. Obviously he does a 4-3, he can do a 3-4, he can do, he could work with personnel like you were mentioning earlier, Gio. And he would be a guy that establish, obviously all these young Shanahan trees, they like to work together with a veteran, right? Even if it's a first time hire, So I think ideally for Mike McDaniel is bringing a veteran leadership in here as far as helping him. Look, I've done this before. This is what you got to do now. This is what you got to do, and this is going to help him. And at the end, Flores tried to do that when he ended up getting Caldwell. But Caldwell said, "Deuces, I'm out of here. Look, I can't take this guy. I'm out of here." I know he said it was health issues. I don't want to believe half of that, but he said, "I'm out of here, dude. I can't do it." But Flores tried. He brought in a guy that has done the job, is established, can help me my first year or 2 coaching wise. And he didn't get it. Evidently he didn't get it. So I want, if we are going to bring because I was against getting a rookie head coach once again, because it's been failures for the last 15, 14, 15, I don't know how many.
Eventually you got to hit on one.
Exactly. I get you. But bring in some veteran, bring a veteran opposite, if he's an offensive guy, bring a DC that knows what they're doing. And I think you agree on that.
I 100%. I don't disagree.
350 subscribers. We need 50 more, guys. 50 more. Jump on Miami Sports Fanatics.
Help us out, guys.
Subscribe.
Help us grow.
We need 50 more. We spin this wheel. We spin this beautiful wheel. All right. 50 more subscribers.
There's 142 people watching. Smash that like button. Subscribe to Miami Sports Fanatics show. I know TD's been dropping it there in the comment section. If you're modding the episode, help us out. Copy that link, put it out there. Let everybody know where they could click to subscribe to the channel. We're almost there to our goal. And TD also has it pinned up on the message above, right under the description of the show. You could click on that link as well. It'll take you straight to there. Subscribe, hit that like button, help the channel grow, help YouTube promote this out to everybody else. And I gotta say something here. Because I've been hearing this the last few days. Is it playoff or bust? A lot of people have different opinions about that, because my personal opinion, I would like us to win games, but I'm realistic when it comes to that. It's a new offensive play calling system. These players got to learn it. It all depends on how fast these players learn it. Every player learns different. If we've seen, from past experience, some players learn differently than others. Some learn quicker than others. So it all depends how fast McDaniel is able to get our offensive players the the offensive playbook, for them to grasp it, for them to learn it, for them to practice it. Click on that link below, guys. Smash it. Go subscribe to the channel. Help us reach our goal. But yeah, it all depends. It all depends how fast they grasp it. We could go 5-12, but Tua and the offense looks great. Then what? You know, are we gonna backtrack on the whole comments of these quarterbacks look great? Yeah, they didn't win anything. They didn't go to the playoffs, but they looked great losing. You know, so like, what is it? You know, I would like to see a complete football team, a physical football team. That's my mindset. I want to see us be physical, be way better offensively, score points, move the ball. I like to see some creativity on offense, some play calling that makes sense. And if we get a veteran defensive coordinator, I want us to be in the playoffs. We got to be knocking that door. You know, I do know we have a tough schedule this year. A lot of people say, no, it's not. Listen, it's harder than last year's.
Yeah.
It just is. It's tougher. Not harder, it's tougher. Every game in the NFL is hard. It doesn't matter who it is. To win in the NFL is hard.
And my thing is,
go ask Jacksonville. Go ask the Buffalo Bills. Didn't they lose to Jacksonville last year? It's hard, man.
So what you're saying is that you want to see progression. You want to see the Dolphins have a different offense, look better on paper, look better on film, look better, period. You don't care if they go 1-16 as long as Tua looks like he's the future guy. That's what you're trying to say.
I do care if we go 1-16. If we go 1-16,
what if we look great though? Like, what if he's throwing for 300?
But if we look great, we definitely regressed somewhere. So I don't want to. I want to look. I want to see improvement, but I want us to keep the trajectory up, especially if we get a defensive coordinator with experience and that could definitely pick up where we left off on defense. You know, and it is what it is. I just need to see big offensive improvements. I need to. You can't look good going 1-16. It doesn't matter how great. I mean, it could be Peyton Manning all over again. But it's not going to get the job done because we're in 2022. We're in 2022.
Because look. At the end of the day, Pete's boy, Watson, right? Shout out to Estefan. I know that they've been hiding, Estefan and Pete, they've been hiding ever since all this thing came out. But, you know, Watson had, 4 wins last season, but he looked amazing, right? And they shocked the world. Everybody's, oh, my God, the second coming of Mahomes and all this. Look, at the end of the day, he looked great, right? With little to work with.
To be fair, Watson was first than Mahomes, but yeah.
Right. But I'm saying he had little to work with. He looked spectacular number-wise. Clearly, he's a franchise quarterback. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league. My thing is, though, because Crypto hit this on the money. Shout out to Crypto. Before we made the hire of Mike McDaniel, once the firing of Flores, he said, whoever is the coach, I expect nothing less than 11 wins going forward. Now, I know that's a lot to ask for a rookie head coach, but I give pushback because I agree with him. At the end of the day, the fan base just wants to make the playoffs. And I understand all signs point that this is a rebuild. I know TD was talking about it earlier. This seems like a rebuild. I see it more like a retooling. Obviously, you know, you're putting a new personnel in, you're bringing in players in, so they all have to gel, they have to mesh. It takes time. It's not something that you're going to hit a home run. Realistically speaking, it's very hard to see, right? But I do want to see that jump of that quarterback position. And I believe, obviously, a lot of guys out there, they don't believe in Tua. And we're not saying we're Tua guys. I just want to put that speculation out there and say how it is. I said originally before the season, and mind you, I did like Tua when we drafted him, and I had high hopes for him. I like the kid. And my thing is, I said, if we can't get Aaron Rodgers, right, and we can't trade for Deshaun Watson, I'm cool with running with Tua on a third year, giving him all the tools he needs at least for one more year and see what we got. So my thing is, I want to see a next step from Tua. I want to see that step that
that's what I've been saying,
obviously Joe Burrow and Herbert got, their rookie seasons that teams look like trash, but they showed signs of greatness, right? I think the fan base is waiting for that to happen. Whether or not anyone believes that it can, that's what the fan base is waiting to happen. And at the end of the day, if he works out, and even if we come out with 5-6 wins this season, but he turns out, and you can check the list off that we got that franchise quarterback, we got all these ammo picks in 2023. And we're able to move around. We could trade for veterans. We could do whatever we want with those picks. But I want to see Tua progress and take the next step. I want the Dolphins to win. I ain't paying nobody to lose games. I'm just saying like this. I want the Dolphins to win because at the end of the day, I'm a season ticket holder. I pay hard-earned money to go watch these guys win, lose, whatever it is. But if I see progression from Tua, and I can check off and say he is the franchise quarterback, and even if we get 5-6 wins, I'm cool with that. At least for next season, I am cool with that. And I don't know if anybody else in the comment section could agree on that. But if Tua could give us the signs that he is the franchise quarterback, he gives us those signs that he gets his yards, he gets his touchdowns, he stays healthy. He makes his receivers look better, and we can get a couple wins from it. I'll take it. I know I want to win. At the end of the day, we all want to win, but I'll take that.
Only time could tell, right? And also, it's too early to talk about draft picks. We don't know if we're going to go all in this year and trade one of those first rounds next year to go back into the first round. We don't know. So there's a lot of things that could happen from here to the draft. Free agency's first, so let's see what happens. I'm excited. Nonetheless, I'm excited. I root for this team. I bleed aqua and orange, man. At the end of the day, we've seen worse, and we've stuck around. I get it. I know we're tired. I know, it's been a long time coming. We've seen worse, and we've stuck around. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Guys, I gotta say something here because TD's been now saying this lately. I've been saying this for a while. I heard TD say it today. Is about 5% Watson's coming. We need to act like Watson's not coming because it could be very possible he doesn't come. Get out of that train. Get out of that bandwagon. Last time I checked, Watson rejected Stephen Ross's phone call the day before the trade deadline or the day of the trade deadline. The day that Watson rejected Stephen Ross's phone call to talk to him was the day Watson was clearly not coming to Miami anymore. It is what it is, guys. Let's move on. Let's move forward with the players we got. And let's hope that our new coaching staff and our new head coach can improve. And let's keep chugging forward. But let's get off that narrative for now. It doesn't look like it's happening. It's February 10 and February 22. I think the dispositions are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wait till then. As of right now,
I
don't see any signs pointing that he's coming. On the opposite, more signs showing that he didn't want to come at the end of the day. Let's read a couple comments here.
We got to shout out to John. We got to shout out Big John because Big John, he gave us that speculation, and he says why Watson ain't coming. And Big John has never been wrong up to this point. And then look, I said it. I told you I like Watson. We can get Watson. We can get a Rodgers, and we can upgrade the quarterback. I'll do it. Third option is keeping Tua for 1 more year. Before we get into the comments, I want to say something real quick. 9 p.m. tonight, we find out if Zach Thomas is in the Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
And that we can't wait for that. We got about 13 minutes to go. We'll find out. We'll be able to tell you live on air if he finally did make it because, obviously this man, we know what he brought to this team. And as he's been snubbed so many times in the past couple of years, and it's just upsetting to me. And I know the fan base wants that. But let's everybody put them fingers crossed in the comment section for Zach Thomas to finally make it. Let's hope he makes the Hall of Fame. 9 p.m. we find out tonight. Let's put them fingers crossed, man. Hopefully he gets in. But let's get into the comment section, Gio. Lead us off.
Man, let's start off here. Let me see. Alrighty. Let me not go too far up. All right, so shout out to Dolphin Dan. Shout out to Mike Dominguez. What's up, Batman and Gio? Caps for Life. What's up, brother? Dwayne Wade. I think I remember who it is. If that's my boy Vic. What's up, Vic? Hit me up, man. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while.
Joe Lee.
Miss
Alex
Fins. Huh?
AB. Jolie,
Yeah.
AB.
Yeah.
Just naming people out there. Naming people in the comment section.
Yup. I'm reading them as we go on to CT therapy. Yeah, man. Godsey needs to leave. Thank God. Yep. I'm with you there. Steve Savane. Where can we find you guys? Miami Sports Fanatics Show. TD's been dropping the link. Help us grow. Go subscribe to the channel. I know TD's been dropping that link, and he also has it pinned up there as well. Eric the Fins up. Ronnie saying Trey is 0-5. I don't know what that really means. Andre Negron, what's up? Hit that like button and subscribe. Let's go. Fins up. Miami Best 19. Ronnie, he's technically retired. He's not technically retired yet. I think they were talking about Tom Brady. Fanatical, what's up, Fanatical? Curtis Johnson interviewing for the OC spot. This could be a huge get for us. Yeah, I definitely that's an interesting selection right there, or candidate. King Mill, what's up? ABAB, Roadrunner, Alex T, what's up? Subscribe, y'all. Roadrunner, what's up? Hit that like button. Jorge Luis Ochoa, I got you guys. I'm number 356, is what he said. I don't know. I guess we're not being updated, but
we're at 356 right now. We lost one. 355. 355.
Okay, well, hey, maybe it just comes and goes.
45. We need 45. We get to spin the wheel.
That's right. We got Sean Kitterling over on the Facebook side. Sean, if you could come over to the YouTube side, man, hit that like button, subscribe to TDPHINSTALK, and also go over and subscribe to Miami Sports Fanatic Show. That'll help big time. Let's see. FM. What's up, FM? Let me see. Tua is trash. I don't know what's up with Tua is trash, man. I've been trying to get that guy to come up on the open panel, man. He just keeps on.
Hey, we are gonna open up. Hey, around 9:00 today, and we're gonna do our first hour. Because we got a couple more things to break down. I know we try to shout out the whole comment section, but shout out to everybody. We have got about 2 more topics that we want to get into, but then we are gonna open for the last half hour. We're gonna open up for the panel. So a lot of you guys that we haven't seen, obviously, we welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen. You guys in the comment section, jump on. We'll talk. We'll go back and forth. We love this panel stuff. That's what me and Gio do after we do a regular show. But we appreciate everybody in the comment section. There's so many comments, man. That's amazing, man. And shout out to TD again, being an amazing coordinator of this, man. We appreciate you, TD. But I wanted to get into the conversation. Obviously, fingers crossed again. Zach Thomas, 9:00, 9 more minutes. Zach Thomas, fingers crossed again. I wanted to get into the hire of John Embry, the tight ends coach. Obviously, he got named off. Obviously, Gio, the assistant head coach for Miami Dolphins. So he's coming in that role, and he's helping. Obviously, coming from San Francisco, and obviously all these great things. Obviously, Kittle has been able to say about him, and there's a lot of speculation now because you ask yourself. I know Mike Gesicki is right now. It's either, the fan base is always divided on 2 guys right now. You got Tua, is he the quarterback? Is he not? Are we resigning Mike Gesicki? Are we not? It's pretty much 50-50. I just like to say this. Obviously Mike Gesicki is labeled the tight end. And we've said this. Oh, look, Estefan finally showed up, man. Wow, 2 weeks later. Shout out to Estefan.
What's up, Estefan? Nah, he was here last week. He was having some issues. I vouch for him, man. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, I can have debate all time with anybody who has a different of opinions. It is what it is. Listen, we all don't agree in life anyways, no matter what it is. It's about being respectful and being able to respectfully disagree. That's all it is.
But my point on Mike Gesicki is now that we're getting in this guy, we're getting this guy in the room. And, obviously all the great things Kittle has said about him. I remember, Gio, we were talking a couple weeks back. Kittle obviously he's a perfect piece on that offense in San Francisco, and he's able to manipulate things in certain ways. And I know Gesicki, I'm not comparing him to Kittle, but just saying if we can open up the game play for Gesicki, and we could look at the end of the day, like I said, he's labeled a tight end, but Gesicki has been our most reliable receiver we had on this roster for the last 3 years. Well, you can hate me, you can hate that take, but he's been our most reliable receiver we've had on this roster because injuries have plagued us for the last, God knows, I don't know, 4 years. So my thing is, I know Gesicki. A lot of people are saying for the price, would he keep him or not? I'm at the mindset that Gesicki sees this move of the hiring of John Embry, and he says maybe I'll take that 11 mil. Maybe I'll do a 2 year 11 mil with it with a money up front, maybe guaranteed money, just to play myself out, see what he can unlock in me, and make me a top five tight end. How do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. When it comes to wide receiver, there's a lot more that comes into it, and I just have images of Mike Gesicki not being able to beat the second best cornerback on the team for the defenses. When he's lined up against linebackers, he looks magnificent. He looks really good. But when it comes to being shut down by the second best cornerback, a little smaller than him, just because the guy's more athletic and quicker, Mike Gesicki was a no-show. So if we're going to stay with him, I'd rather him stay for the right amount of money. When I say right amount of money, if it's 12 mil, hey, it was a pleasure having you, man. But at the end of the day, this is why we got the tight end coach we got. We got Hunter Long, and we also got
comment, bro. Did you see Roddy's comment up there?
We'll read it now. And then we got Embry for a reason. I'm on the difference of opinion that I rather bulk up Mac Hollins and make him a tight end. Yeah. That'll be bigger right there. What was Ronnie's comment?
He said that he could be the most reliable receiver when DVP is a part-time nurse at Jackson Memorial.
Oh man,
DVP only gives us 5, 6, 7 games, and we're paying this man all his money, man. I'm at the point where, like, if you can get rid of DVP for a vending machine, I know that if we cut him straight up, it's not worth it. But if you're able to get rid of his entire salary and the team can take his entire salary and we get a 7th round pick, conditional 7th round pick for him, at this point I would do it, and then give Gesicki that money. But I know at the end of the day it ain't realistic. But
don't get me wrong, they have a great relationship. Listen, Tua I would say loves Mike Gesicki. He loves Mike Gesicki. They have a good rapport. Listen, maybe we're able to give him the contract he likes, and he does end up sticking around, then we add some incentives into that contract like we've been doing lately, and he does stick around. At the end of the day, it's about being it's about having continuity for our quarterback. As much as guys don't like hearing that, at the end of the day, we got to keep it going. We got to surround our quarterback with the tools, unfortunately, because he does have some physical limitations. I got to be realistic and objective. There's some physical limitations. But I believe if you surround him with some better weaponry, he can prove to be a great quarterback for us. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. We just got to do that. We got to do that. We got to keep it pushing. We got to surround him with a better offensive lineman, another wide receiver option here. And if we could keep Mike Gesicki, that'll be huge too. We got Hunter Long. I'm really interested in seeing what he could do. I've watched his tape here last when he was in college as well. Yeah, I get it. It's college tape, but the kid has some good tape put out there. He has some good film. So I am interested in that too, that development. We got a good coach now, tight end coach, to put these guys in position to win. So we just got to do it. We just got to do it. We got to keep progressing, keep moving forward. And I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but did you have some things here that you wanted to show too? I think you sent TD a couple articles.
We weren't able to get it through. So basically, the last thing we want to get into before we open it up for the panel. Sean is throwing some crazy. Lindsey Dokes being traded as well. Brissett. And I think he said some Tom Brady stuff earlier, but I'm going.
Man, he's having fun. Sean's having fun, man. Let him have his fun.
Real quick. So before we open up the panel, obviously, for those of you who are just tuning in right now, what me and Gio announced earlier, we're going to do a Wheel of Fins. Basically, this is what we do on our Saturday show. What we do is on our Saturday show, you donate and you get in, you get to spin. Now we're waiving off the donation. Obviously, if you can donate to the super chat, to TD super chat, it's welcome. At the end of the day, TD ain't we gotta help the community, and you donate to TD's channel. This helps. Obviously, links are up. You know how to find it. At the end of the day, you're helping the community grow, and obviously you like what TD brings to the family, because TD is one of the staples of this Dolphins community. And obviously, you guys got to show love, and you guys show love all the time. If you can't donate to the channel, we appreciate. TD will obviously appreciate it. But real quick, so basically, we got a Miami Sports Fanatics shirt. We got a sticker that's it's a waterproof sticker that we got. We got a patch that you can put on a hat. These are some of the things that you can get.
Hachi?
Now, there's also the thing that you can get a snapback. We got a snapback in the works. Has our logo on the front. It's pretty cool. Obviously, if you jump to Miami Sports Fanatics show, you'll be able to see the logo. It's pretty cool. If TD, if you're there with us, if you could put the logo up for us real quick on the screen, that way people can see it. But I know TD he's jumping in and out. I know he's doing production. There you go. Thank you, TD. Basically, you got that logo. It's right on the hat. It's a snapback. At the end of the day, it looks cool. It's stylish. That's one of the things you can win on the spin. So basically, what we're requiring before the show, and shout out to my girlfriend Dana, she's on the show. She made it. We got right now at the current moment, we got 355 subscribers on Miami Sports Fanatics show. If we get to 400 tonight, we get to 400 by the end of the show, we will spin this wheel. And in order for you to be able to win, we're gonna ask a question on the Miami Dolphins, and we're gonna spin this wheel. And then wherever it lands, we're gonna get your info, and we're gonna send you some whatever it lands on. So right there, you would have got a shirt, Miami Sports Fanatic T-shirt. Pretty cool shirt. Got the logo on the front, got the logo in the back. Pretty cool shirt. Just giving it out there. Jump on Miami Sports Fanatic show. Hit the subscribe button. We're keeping up to it. We're going up to 9:30, so 30 minutes exactly, guys. Once we reach that goal of 400 subscribers, we will spin this wheel. All right.
And guys, we open up the panel to a lot of people, man. Everybody come on over. If you watch us on our show, come on over. What's up, Crypto?
We're friendly. We talk. We like to talk.
We keep it friendly. Don't be intimidated. If you've watched us before, we know how we do it. I will say Tua is trash. I'm calling you out again, my man. Come out here, bro, and explain to me why you want Davis Mills over Tua. Come give it to me, bro. Give me your facts. Give me your reasons why.
Davis Mills coming from Houston?
Hey, man, I need to hear from him. He loves to just write stuff in the comment section. Never comes up and says anything or gives me a little debate Davis as to why. Mills. Let's go. I'm calling you out, man.
Let's get into this conversation. Let's get into this conversation because we didn't get to. But shout out to Crypto Alexander here.
What's up, Alexander, bro? Crypto, what's up, my man?
JB. There we go. We got some of the guys coming in. Hey, anybody in the comment section, jump on with us, man. Chop it up with us. Real quick, I want to ask around. I'm going to start with Gio. How do you feel about the Miami Dolphins retaining special teams coach Danny Crossman and keeping him on the roster? How do you feel about that?
Listen, I'm going to tell you like this, man. First year wasn't too hot. Second year was great. Second year was real good. That Mac punter and Sanders was a great combination. We definitely had Jakeem Grant. Made a big difference. Fast forward to this past season, and apparently ball placement issues with the punter, and Sanders laces out, guys, and it showed. Sanders is pretty accurate, for the first 2 years, and then last year, not so much, man. And there was some issues with the placement, holding that ball, and also there was an issue with the line, special teams line. Austin Jackson got beat a few times. His footwork was wrong on a bunch of those moments, and Jakeem the Dream wasn't there. So there was a little bit of a learning growth there. We brought in a new special teams player and everything. It didn't pan out. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. There was definitely some issues. I don't blame it all on Crossman. I definitely think Crossman's earned another year. I'd like to see him show improvement.
I like that. What about you, Crypto? Talk to me. How do you feel about us retaining the special teams coordinator?
It's fine, but he it's still up to him to correct the problems and mistakes that's going on. Whether he had more opportunity to fix the laces out issues, so you could correct that during a week leading up to the game. It shouldn't take you a whole year to make that correction with the placement of the ball on a field goal, and Jason Sanders to get his head in the game and make field goals and stop putting us behind the 8 ball when it comes to extra points. But points on the table, we can't do that.
That's true. Triple S Podcast, thank you for joining the show, man. Can you hear us?
What's up, Triple Podcast, man? What's up? Triple S, my bad.
Triple S, you're on mute.
What's going on?
Hey, how do you feel about the Miami Dolphins? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. How do you feel about the Miami Dolphins keeping the special teams coach on the, and basically letting him come on the new regime?
What's up?
How do you feel about the Dolphins retaining the special teams coach Danny Crossman and keeping him on the staff?
In terms of Crossman himself, I'm kind of indifferent. Kind of like Sanders, you guys were talking about. He had good flashes early on, but it hasn't been overwhelmingly good or bad either way. So honestly, just because of McDaniels being his own man, his own coach, I would have preferred he brought in his own guy. But it's not like Crossman was out of this world. I know we had the block punt this year, but other than that, did we have any really specials plays? But that's just my take.
Well, even that blocks punt, Triple S, I gotta say it because I saw it. It was a last moment adjustment by Flores.
Okay, so there you go. He doesn't even then Crossman doesn't get credit for it.
Yeah, it was.
MCJB, talk to me, man. What's going on?
That was.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Good, man.
Doing good, bro. What's up with you, my man?
How you feeling about all this noise coming out without, basically Wes Welker and all these guys and the Danny Crossman?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I just not too long ago, it was on whose Instagram? Someone's Instagram, and I saw Wes Welker is coming to Miami as a wide receiver coach, and I was like, "Is this true?"
Yeah.
And then
official. Official.
And I'm looking at it more. I was like, "It is true." So I can't wait to see what he does. I'm excited.
You're excited. That's awesome. Alexander, talk to us, man. How you feeling about this craziness? I know you're in the kitchen making some noise. I like that.
Well, I'll tell you.
What's up, Alex?
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. What about you, man?
Good, man. Just chilling, getting off of work. These kids drive me crazy, but as you can hear them in the background. But sorry about that. Hold on, baby.
Good, bro.
So as long as the Danny Crossman hire, it is what it is. I don't really have too much to say about that. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it, but whichever. But I love the Wes Welker hiring. Bring him home where he belongs. He belongs here in Miami, and I think this receiving core is going to kick it up a notch. Hopefully, Devontae Park can overcome the issue, but I still want him gone either way. But we'll see what happens. I'm just more shocked about the Gerald Alexander firing. That's what I'm more shocked about.
You're the one that broke that news to me, man. You sent it to me, and I broke it to the guys, and I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Cap for life, man. Welcome here. What's going on?
What's up, Cap? What's up, my brother?
Gentlemen. Yeah, man. It's I could have sworn I was listening to Reason show yesterday, and they were giving these guys so much high praise and like giving them like props towards the defensive switch that the defense started playing better with him, and then all of a sudden he's gone. It's like, all right, well, you're placing your stamp on this. That's great. And the only question I have, guys, is it's moving forward now. It's with the style of play. I mean, you got the Bengals that are going to the Super Bowl because of the draft. You got the Rams going to the Super Bowl because of basically free agency and making trades.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what direction do we go? You know what I mean? Like, we really need to emphasize our stamp as well.
Gotta go in on free agency, is my opinion.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna try to jump to get to the Super Bowl overnight, I think the Rams have pretty much put that blueprint as well. You know what I mean?
It's out there. Yeah, the Rams shows
so it can
how
be
to
done.
do it. Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's like, yeah, man, just make sure you got the right coaches in order for these guys to get coached up. That's the first and foremost.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the Rams model.
I do too. I believe in that model so much, and I know a lot of people say you can't buy championships in free agency or nothing like that. And that's been up to this point.
That's about to be proven wrong.
And it's about to be proven wrong. And that's why I'm like, you know what? If that's why I keep saying and I keep preaching on it. You know, you could hate the kid, you could downplay his play and whatever you want, not see any, improvement on him. If Tua takes the next step as a quarterback, and we hit on free agency this year, Tua takes the next step, we got ammo that we can do things with those picks later on in 2023. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to look for the rest of Greer's life. I never want him to draft another offensive lineman ever again, unless it's in a later round. If we want an offensive lineman, trade for him, but do not.
Yes.
I'm done with the first and second, third round picks for offensive. I'm done with that. That is his flaw.
Yeah, that's a slow developing process. Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris Greer can draft. He's really good at drafting in the second and the third rounds. He's able to find all these players that are amazing
at the skill positions. Yeah,
exactly. But offensive lineman, look, I get pushback.
Don't do it.
I like Batman, but I'm not
exactly.
I'm done with that. Yeah,
so you just said Tua takes the next step. We hit the draft out of the park, do well in free agency. We do all that. You think we could maybe win a Super Bowl
this year?
Anytime.
Yes, I believe with Solo D. Listen, awesome. Solo D put it on his song and he said it like this. I believe we could be in a Super Bowl if we get our pieces right.
Right.
I don't see. I know that right now all signs point like we're doing a rebuild. But our defense is one or two players away from being perfect, right? Obviously, though, one of those guys could go down, and it could change the philosophy of the whole thing. But if we got how much money we got on our secondary? About 40 to 50 million, right? Invested. And we can invest that much into our offense. And I know no team is perfect because you can't realistically speaking, you can't go 50-50. Oh, they're about to announce the see if
it just got started.
Okay, so we might not even be able to get into the episode, but I'm sure TD will jump on here with breaking news if we hear anything on Zach Thomas
about the announcement.
The thing is that oh God, yes, I hope Zach gets in, man. I'm growing up watching.
Yeah, he needs to.
JT run our defense.
He deserves it, man.
He should have been there over Brian Urlacher. But listen, here's the thing: if we put the right coaching staff together, for McDaniel and for Tua, I believe that we can possibly be a 12-win team. A 10, 11 win
in the first year.
There's a possibility, man.
I mean, look,
bring a veteran defensive
coordinator.
Last year we was 11. You got
a rookie coach. You have
bring a veteran defensive coordinator. Listen, Sean McVay won 11-4.
Mike Nolan.
Yeah.
Mike Nolan.
Bring a veteran defensive coordinator, man. Sean McVay won 11-4 with Wade Phillips.
Yeah, that's the only way, man.
If you got the right play calling and the play scheme, the right personnel.
Right.
Let's say we win 12 games. We're beating 3 top AFC teams and then the best NFC team with Tua. Y'all think that could happen?
Yes, if we can steal possession, we can steal enough possessions. Yeah,
we'll beat Buffalo, KC, and Cincinnati in the same.
No, we only need to split with Buffalo.
No, I'm saying in the playoffs.
He's saying in the playoff game.
What do you guys think of Mike Nolan
and the best NFC team?
Being able to beat Kansas City, the Bills, and
bro, let me ask you this: Triple S.
Any given game, Triple S podcast.
Triple S. Did you ever think? Hey, did you ever think Joe Burrow was going to do what he did?
No. No.
Did you ever think Joe Burrow was going to do what he did? And you just named those teams.
I don't even think Joe Burrow himself believed it. Put it that way.
I thought he had the capability to. I didn't think it was likely, but at least
and this early.
Yeah, but you never know. He had just as much fortune as we can have. Right.
The cards
and just came off an injury.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Park. How you doing?
So I mean, listen, any given game, we don't know, man.
Hey, what's up?
We can have a 2-game streak in the playoffs.
We don't know, but the Bengals
where we beat and upset teams.
They can win.
But Triple S podcast, if we win one playoff game, is that not already a step in the right direction?
Who cares?
No,
why
the
you
question
saying three playoff games?
The question he presented. The question.
Why are you saying 3 playoff games?
The question
if we win one, that's a huge
question that he's presenting. Do you see the Dolphins winning a Super Bowl under Tua, whether it's this year or next year or in 5-10 years?
One step at a time. Listen, you guys want to think too much into the future.
Yes.
No, but he asked a valid question. He asked a valid question.
That's a valid question.
He's saying
giving a
we don't know right now.
Saying,
we'll know
are we
after
gonna
this
have,
year.
Yeah, but he's saying that we're not going to have that opportunity to have those 3 playoff runs because Tua might not be around after this.
And that's where I said, let's win one, and then we go to next year, and we could build off that.
And the defense is a year older. And
but I don't know why y'all settling.
Up,
Because Cincinnati just showed you with a couple of gift wrap games in a row, you can get there. You don't know if teams are going to gift wrap those games to get there.
What Tampa Bay and what the Rams are doing, I think we should stick by that philosophy. Bro, the Rams and the Tampa Bay
forget how Cincinnati got there.
Their team are stacked, bro.
If Kansas City would have had a defensive line, they would have destroyed them. And if Tennessee had anyone of a half of a quarterback, they wouldn't have got past Tennessee. They got
and guess what, Crypto? And guess what? Guess what, Crypto? They didn't have a top 3 defense.
Who didn't have a top 3?
The Bengals.
I'm not watching no OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, they didn't have a top 3 defense.
Hold on. MCJB,
hold on.
You can't.
The Bengals didn't have a top 3 defense.
Time out. MCJB. Let us know if Zach Thomas makes it, but don't put it on the screen because of copyright issues. So don't put the don't put the screen on for copy. You don't want to get TD to get flagged. So just let us know if he does make it. Just let us know.
Y'all for Chris the Lock because he thought I was watching the OnlyFans.
Oh, OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I don't know about them copyright.
You go anywhere, man.
Yeah,
Zach Thomas need to give.
Or great offense.
Should give it to Zach Thomas.
Right.
You got to have one or the other.
Yeah, I just want to say I know it probably sounds like I'm hating on Tua, but I mean maybe I am a little bit, but I guess the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because it's great we could talk about the new coach and we could get this DC and we could do this, we could do that, but personally, in my heart of hearts, I feel this. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel different. It sounds like some of you do.
No, you have every reason, man. I didn't want you to feel like we were hating on you. You have every reason.
Yeah, man.
Bring it, bro.
Bring it.
Feel what you feel. That's just your opinion. That's fine.
We could knock.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Draft, coaching hires.
You have every reason to be reserved, man. Every reason because we've seen some limitations.
Still don't win a Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah. I hear you.
I mean, it's fair.
It'd be great to win
because you're going by now.
We haven't won one in.
Is a fair assessment, which is why I say, and maybe Crypto feels the same way, which is why I say, let's see what happens this upcoming season. Because guys, if we make it to the playoffs, that's already a step in the right direction. We got to remember, there's stepping stones to these things. There's levels to the NFL, man.
Mm-hmm.
We made the playoffs in 2016. It didn't do anything for us.
Tannehill got
hurt.
But
that's true. But look at the competition.
We got to remember who took us to the playoffs.
Right.
Tannehill and Jay.
We had Matt Moore.
But was he going to win a Super Bowl?
Matt Moore was the starting quarterback.
But we don't know. That's the part we don't know yet.
And we had Jay Ajayi as a running back.
We had Jay Ajayi killing it, man.
Have the floor. Last thing I'll say is, so my fear is something that TD said before is that, okay, we're saying, maybe we could just make the playoffs. This offseason, we had a chance before McDaniel dug his heels in and said, we're rolling with 2 in all those videos. We had a chance to get some premier quarterbacks. I don't know when the next time is. We're going to have surefire premier quarterbacks that are looking for a change of scenery. Deshaun, Russell, Aaron Rodgers. This quarterback's looking to change scene that we know are good. We have one, maybe we're hoping, maybe. And I think even if he gets to his peak, I don't think he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. That's just me. So I think that that's the only – if it was a case where there's going to be a bunch of great quarterbacks in the draft and next year all these quarterbacks are going to be free agents, okay, we can do one more year then see. But I think it's the reverse where this is the time. If you want to change a quarterback, you got to do it now. And if let's see what Tua does. Aaron Rodgers,
I agree with you.
Denver.
Remember what I told you.
So you don't believe in San Francisco's blueprint, then? You don't believe in
Aaron Rodgers.
The problem is this is Tua's peak. That's the problem.
If we can get Aaron Rodgers tonight or Deshaun Watson, those are my number 1 and 2 options.
Right.
But my third option.
Those will be the only options.
My third option is my only options. My third option is rolling with Tua for the third year. That is my third option. But if I can get Watson tonight or Rodgers on a trade, I'm doing it right now. I'm not asking questions.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, those are no
guys. Real quick. Let me mention this real quick, guys.
Right,
keep it respectful in the comment section, please. You know how we roll. Keep it respectful, man. Let's not get disrespectful. We're okay to have our opinions, our differences. Let's just keep it respectful, man.
Nothing on Zach Thomas yet.
At the end of the day, guys, we're all Fins fans. We're a nation.
Right. That's the key thing.
We just believe in getting there different ways. That's all.
Yeah, man. No matter what. Listen, guys. If we don't, this is why I want to be the hope in the community, because there's negativity everywhere in life. Let's not do that in the fan base, man. Let's not hate on each other, man. Let's not be divided. Right. There's no reason to be divided. At the end of the day, there's a common goal. Rather how we get there or what moves we make to get there. We gotta stay together, man. This is a Fins Nation community.
We're too divided, man.
Hey, my brothers, blood and bones. We don't agree ever. But at the end of the day,
ladies too.
No, I was saying my actual brother. Like, bro, like we don't. I have family members I don't agree when it comes to our team, man. But at the end of the day,
Justin Tucker won the Moment of the Year award. Just letting y'all know.
JB. At the end of the day,
I'm keeping on watching. I'm just giving you all the awards.
Let us know about Zach Thomas, MCJB. At the end of the day, guys, we're in this train together to get to the top. One step at a time. There's levels to this. If we get to the playoffs this year, so be it. That's a great sign.
What do you do, buddy? Hey, I just talked to Junior today.
Cap, come on, bro.
Hey, let me holler back. I'm holler back. My bad.
How we going, bro? But guys, let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep it pushing.
Mr. Park, we haven't heard from you yet, so talk to us. But before we get into the conversation, I want to ask. I'm gonna start with Mr. Park because we haven't heard from here, and we'll go around. Miami Dolphins haven't had a top offense since 1995, a top 10 offense since 1995. That is sad. That is extremely sad. We have the biggest drought of not having a top 10 offense in 25, 30, almost 27 years, right? Since 95, we haven't had a top 10 offense in the league. How do you feel? Do you feel as of the hiring process from the coach that we got, the tight ends guy that we got, and see what we do in free agency in the draft? How do you feel? You think we might take that next step?
I think we have a good chance because the way that Mike McDaniels was talking, he said one thing to me that really got my attention. He said something about evaluating the players individually and trying to see what he can do to get the best out of each player. Okay, and that's always been the issue with our team. I'm not putting the Dolphins down, but we've had a lot of good players come through the Miami Dolphins and actually leave and go be successful somewhere else, just like Wes Welker. Wes Welker. And my thing is this: right now, I feel that we have a very talented roster, and we need to evaluate these guys, and if they're going to fit into McDaniel's program, if we can go with them, let's go with them. But I'm just getting tired of seeing players leave our team that's good and going somewhere else and being successful. And I think McDaniels has what it's going to take to get us there. It may take some time. We can't just throw all this on him and say, okay, take us to the Super Bowl this year. It may take some time because, like I said, this is his first head coaching job. So we got to give him a chance, and we got to be patient.
I agree with that 100%. 100%, man. One thing I wanted to mention here.
Well, I'll give a little pushback to that because of the roster we currently have. We should be expecting at least 11 wins because Stephen Ross already told us that he's upgrading their coaching position already. Yeah. So by that definition alone, he has to win 11 games.
But we got to get a veteran defensive coordinator.
Yes.
We got to get a veteran defensive coordinator. That's the recipe. We've seen it work.
Hey, everybody in the comment section, everybody out there, if you're a Fins fan, you're tuning in live right now. We're trying to get Zach Thomas in the Hall of Fame. Throw up for Zach Thomas, number 54, legendary linebacker for the Miami Dolphins, one of the best to ever do it. Understandably, I don't know why he's not in the Hall of Fame. Put a fingers crossed up in the air for Zach Thomas. Hopefully he makes it. We're about to find out soon. MCJB is letting us know. I got Twitter opened up. I got Bleacher opened up. As soon as it breaks, if we're still on live by 9:30, we'll break the news to you guys. But put up a 54 up in the air. Put up a fingers crossed up for Zach Thomas, man. We just want this guy to get in, man. We really do. The Dolphins community is coming together. We can come together for Zach Thomas. We got to come together for this team. So let's come together. Let's do this. Fingers crossed. Put that 54 up in the air. And let's see, man. Hopefully he makes it, man. I really do.
And if you
can't, that's right. Let me mention one thing real quick here, Mr. Polk. I'm sorry, bro. Let me mention something real quick here because this is ludicrous at this point. Tua is trash. Don't hide after I call you out again, bro. Click on that link to come up to the panel. At this point, what you're saying is just ludicrous, man. Playoff isn't success. If you don't win the Super Bowl, the season was a failure, period. Listen, bro, you must not have been a Dolphin fan for a long time to say that. You must not be. Again, there's levels to this. All right? You got to be realistic, and there's levels to this. If we go to the playoffs and win a playoff game, that's a huge success, especially for our first-time offensive coaching staff and a head coach. Huge success. Not only that, you could build on that. Go into the following season with some more upgrades, some more sprinkle here, and potentially get further than where you went the year before. My man, at this point, you're just asinine. Come up to the panel, bro, and explain to me, and I'm going to ask everybody on the panel because I have this question for everybody on the panel. We'll start with Crypto. Explain to me how you rather Davis Mills. What do you think about that, Crypto?
Hey, I like
you keep mentioning Davis Mills. What's going on with Davis Mills?
McDrip. I like
apparently
McDrip.
There's a couple people. Tua is trash. Prefers to have Davis Mills here as a quarterback. Crypto. Let's start with you, man. What do you think of Davis Mills?
I mean, he's all right, but I wouldn't try to go after him or nothing like that. I mean, I wouldn't say Davis Mills is a bad quarterback. He's a nice up and coming quarterback, but
is it true?
I don't think he fit.
Is it
I don't
true?
think he fit what we want to do.
Lie? Please tell me, MCJB, is it true? Did he make it, or is it a lie?
I'm still on commercial break. It just got back on. My thing might be slow though.
Yeah, I got Twitter reporting it saying he made it. I don't want to get hype. I need confirmation from somebody credible source.
We need confirmation.
Yeah,
confirmation.
It should be on the Dolphins website.
My thing's on commercial break.
That's credible now.
Let me talk.
Credible.
God dang, Kurto. I'm still on commercial break.
MiamiDolphins.com is a source.
Explain to me how he's better. Tua is trash. You crazy, bro. Zach Thomas, it looks like he made it to the Hall of Fame.
That's good. Now it's time for Richmond Webb. Now it's time to get Richmond Webb and keep Sims in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Time to get Pete Stoyanovich in there.
Some good news, finally.
It's time to get Pete Stoyanovich in there.
Is he in for sure? Does anybody can get confirmation? Is he in?
Was it? Let me check real quick.
Remember, don't post nothing on the screen, but if you do hear it, put those 54s up, man. Zach Thomas, I've been waiting for this moment
is in the back there. TD, do you have something already showing that breaking news or what?
TD, jump on with us, man. Jump on with us. It's 3 minutes before the show ends. Jump on with us if you can.
He says no. He says nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Hey,
I'm going to go ahead and make that bold prediction. I'm going to say he made it.
Oh, man. I haven't been this nervous in a long time. I'm being honest, man.
I know.
Listen, this team makes us nervous, man, and fight.
That sucks because it's only once a
Hey,
year.
Batman.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Are y'all allowed to hear it, or you can't even hear it?
Jamar Chase, Rookie of the Year.
Oof. Okay.
Rookie of the Year, huh?
I kind of saw
no
that
surprise.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Offensive
Rookie. So Javon Holland still has a chance.
No, Michael
Holland's
Parsons.
got a chance.
Michael
Parsons
Parsons,
gonna
I
get
think, is
that.
going to take it, man.
It'll be Michael Parsons, but no,
I
no.
couldn't-
Put some respect on the Holland. Put some respect on him.
Oh man, I'm
I
nervous.
wish
TD,
Waddle could have made it too.
TD, you a Javon Holland hater. Stop it.
I love Holland. I don't know what you talk about.
That's a beast, man. That's a beast in the making.
Stop hating on Holland, TD.
If I'm Miami, I'm signing that man to 10 years right now.
Wallace and Jalen Phillips.
And Jalen Phillips, yeah. Oh
Those
man,
guys are in beast mode.
I hope this is not people just trolling on Twitter because Twitter got a lot of trollers, man.
Yeah, that is
You
true.
got to wait for the Dolphins to announce it, bro.
Dolphins are not going to announce it until tomorrow at 10 p.m.
I know, man. That's crazy, man. They so late behind.
Listen, so it's time to get into some final thoughts here for the panelist guest. Let's start with Crypto, my man. What you got for final thoughts?
Oh man, we're all team Thomas right now, man.
Yep.
But the hire on the coaching staff being built up. We got until what, the 16th of next month.
People are saying
Before
congrats to
hopefully
Zach Thomas. People are saying congrats to Zach Thomas. They're saying it.
Yeah.
Is it true, TD? You got anything?
There
I
we
got
go.
4 people on Twitter right now saying it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
again, we gotta wait on confirmation. You know, people.
You gotta
they
wait,
don't-
Angel. Just because people congratulating it, Batman
He's
don't
got
mean
him.
nothing. Stop.
He's
Stop
got
getting-
it, man. He's got it.
I'm about to go to my TV. Hold on a second.
Anyways, Crypto, sorry, Batman is just interrupted right now, man.
I'm in my feelings right now.
Hey, Crypto, thank you for coming out, bro. I appreciate you showing us some love, man. I'll wait to see you Saturday
No
on our
problem.
happy hour show, man. You have a good night,
No
my
problem.
homie.
I appreciate it, Gio.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
I'm
you
not
too, bro.
seeing it.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You too, Crypto. Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, give me some final thoughts, my man.
The most important thing we gotta understand, guys, is we are a franchise, the only franchise in the NFL that went undefeated, and that should say a lot. So we should we all have our different opinions. We should all get along and remember that we're Dolphins and we want the best as far as Dolphins go. And right now, I'm happy with the coach, but let's just, like I said, let's see what happens. I feel pretty good. And TD, all you guys on there, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. Appreciate it, man. Good insight. I like that.
You too, my man.
All right,
Cat
don't
for
forget,
life. Give me
undefeated.
some
Now.
final thoughts, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a good press conference today. It's moving forward right now. All we got to focus on is either the draft or free agency. And for me, if we want to make the playoffs, I don't think it hurts to try to do it through free agency, make some moves, and yeah, man. I mean, hopefully Zach Thomas is the first of many Hall of Famers coming forward, man. I mean, we got a lot of guys out there that deserve it, man. But yeah, man, thanks a lot for having me on, man. When you guys got time, man, do yourself a favor and read that Armando Salguero article from Outkick. It'll blow your mind.
Cool.
Send
Have
it
a good
to
one.
me, bro.
Appreciate it, Cat, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, man.
MCJB, man. Nothing yet.
Some final thoughts, MCJB.
Nothing yet. Micah Parsons won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Okay. There it is. Defensive
There
Rookie
it
of
is,
the Year
guys.
was
Michael Parsons.
And then
Dallas Cowboys.
Jamar Chase got Offensive Rookie of the Year. Okay.
Good show again. Like I said, love y'all boys. TD, Angel, Batman. You know what's going on. Let's go Thomas. Let's go Zach. Let's get him that Hall of Fame. Get him in that jacket.
That's right.
Appreciate
Have a
it.
good
Thank
night,
you,
my
MCJB.
brother.
You
See you
too.
Saturday.
Let's go Thomas.
Crypto, you were able to give
Crypto.
your final thoughts?
Crypto, you get another
Yeah.
chance to say something else.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Go Thomas, man. I think
That's what's up, man.
the whole thing about the press conference today, it was pretty good. It's what he said, all the things he was supposed to say. Now it's about putting it into action.
That's
Putting
right.
those words into action. That's all.
That's
You know,
right.
we've
I
been
like the
snake bitten for-
genuinity of it too.
Yeah, we've been snake bitten for so long, so we have to be cautiously optimistic because
rightly so.
We don't want to fall into the trap of being disappointed. You know, that's the thing. Never fall into the trap of disappointment.
Well, I'm scared.
We all know. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, you have a good night, my brother.
Because we you know what I was gonna say, man. A lot of people don't think it's fair to have expectations of at least a minimum of 11 wins. Let's think about it. They just got rid of a coach that gave us 10 wins. So why should we expect anything less than that?
Real talk.
When you get rid of a guy,
especially if the offense
be upgrading, right? If he's there to upgrade the offense and the defense intact, why not expect 11 wins or more or Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying?
Especially if we get a defensive coordinator. If we get a defensive coordinator with experience, there's no way not to expect 11 plus wins.
11 plus wins, right? So I'm like, come on, Ross told you we're basically one coach away by his actions because that's the only personnel that he got rid of. He's keeping everybody else so far up until this point. So I'm expecting nothing less than that at this point, because when you fire somebody, you all hope that the next guy is an improvement. That's just the act alone. When you fire somebody, the definition is, hey, the next guy has to be an improvement. You don't fire nobody for somebody worse. You fire for somebody who's better than the guy you got rid of. So I'm expecting a minimum of 11 wins. That's my baseline.
You're the one that's leading that crypto, and I mentioned you today when I said that. You leading that train 11, you want nothing less than 11 wins.
Yep. Exactly. Regardless of who's the quarterback. It's no excuse if Tua is the quarterback. He's got to help us get to 11 wins too. So I don't care who behind center. You know? But yeah, we just gotta be optimistic cautiously, and just do it, go with what he gonna go with as far as who he bring in as a staff and stuff like that. Because it's now on him. It's on his shoulders right now. So it's all good. Yep.
Hey, I appreciate you, my man.
I appreciate it, crypto. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Gio, Batman, TD.
Thank you
Have
again,
a good
crypto.
one, brother.
Much blessed, man. See you Saturday.
Appreciate you, crypto.
All right.
Real quick, so closing argument. So for us, Gio, I wanted to, whether it's breaking news or not.
Dang, I'm not allowed to go. See, y'all do me wrong, man.
No, hey, of course.
TD, bro, TD, you close us out, bro, with trying to hit our goals,
I don't
man.
close out your show. I don't close out your show.
Before we go anywhere, TD, we're trying to reach our goal for tonight, man.
Yeah, I know I got you. But listen, man, we got 355 right now. What do we start? 326 or something like that?
327.
327. 57. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We got 158 people in here right now. And
we could do it, man.
Y'all not subscribed. So let me drop that link one more time. We're gonna get our last minute run. If you appreciate what we're doing over here, providing as much content as we possibly can, hit the link, go over, subscribe to Miami Sports Fanatics show right now. This is your last call, your last opportunity. You got to get it done. Hit that link, go subscribe. Thank you for subscribing, Carla. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Carla.
We're trying to make sure that everybody knows about everybody in this community, and these guys deliver great content on a consistent basis. And that's the key. I love working with people that are consistent, and these guys are here putting out content. So please go show love and support to Miami Sports Fanatics show. Let's get it up. At a minimum, we should be over 360 easily, man. Easily. I know we're at 357 right now. Punch that like button and go subscribe right now to Miami Sports Fanatic. I just dropped the link. Let's see if we can get it before we get out of here so we can enjoy some of this NFL honors. 358. Come on, give me a few more. We missed out on the wheel tonight, but we'll bring it back. 359. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. If somebody said great content, we'll show them how great it is by going ahead and hitting the link and subscribing.
Appreciate you, George.
Appreciate y'all who really going to subscribe and showing love, man. Where we at? 360. We just hit 360. Is there a few more? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. But
362.
listen, man, 360. Wow. Listen, guys, great show tonight. Great interaction with everybody. I enjoyed it. Me and my wife were sitting back in my office because I got a couch over here too, and we were sitting back watching too.
Cool.
And then when you're like, TD, hop on, I was like, oh man. And then the wife was like, go ahead, I'm okay. So
shout out to her, man. Thank you, appreciate it.
Tell Mrs. Dow we said we appreciate everything for allowing you to come join us at the end here.
Nah, man, she's man. Without her, this whole thing wouldn't even exist anyway, man. She's a queen.
That's right,
man.
Hey,
I appreciate that.
That's right.
And guys, we just got to 366. And something tells me we can get to 370. We get to 370, we'll stop. Something tells me we can get to 370. Four more.
Right.
Go subscribe. Let me
man.
drop the link one last time because we want to enjoy these NFL honors. I love watching the NFL honors, but listen, man, I just dropped the link for the last time. 4 more subs. Let's get it done, y'all.
Yes, please. And real quick, according to my Pro Football Network, Dolphins are interviewing Curtis Johnson for their offensive coordinator job. I don't know who that is. I got to look into
another interview.
Yeah, another interview for offensive coordinator.
Got it.
Nothing yet on Zach Thomas, so it was smokescreen.
Nah, you ain't gonna know that until later tonight, man. Yeah. But listen, man, we appreciate everything, everybody. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're about to get up out of here. Fins up, no matter what, man. We love y'all.
Have a good